Welcome to your weekly energy update, and we're looking at the week of May 15th through May 22nd. And of course, these are also timeless, so if you're coming across this video outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. If you are watching this for that time period, on May 15th, we do have a full moon in Scorpio that actually has a total lunar eclipse. And a total lunar eclipse happens when the full moon moves into the Earth's shadow. So the Earth is standing in between it and the sun, and so it gets caught in the shadow. And the sun is still shining, the same amount of brightness, but we just don't see it because of the perspective we're having on the Earth. So what we're going to be looking into for this week's reading is, what sunshine are we currently overlooking? I'm going to jump into your specific sign right now and see what the Creator wants you to know. All right, all my fellow Aquarians, this is your energy update for this week, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Power Thoughts cards from Louise Hay. Just a side note, any cards that I use during the reading, I do put in the description box below. And let's see what sunshine is currently being hidden or that we're overlooking. Let's see here, for all Aquarians, what would you like us to know for this week, please? What are we... Nope, they said not all those. I was tempted, I want all the information we can get. But they said this is the one right here. Do you have, I am safe in the universe and all life loves and supports me? Beautiful. Then on the back it says, I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. Wow, I really love this for us because, yes, we feel safe and all of life loves and supports us. I know one of my biggest challenges in my life has been, about that we're worthy of receiving from the universe, that we don't have to work like dogs over and, exhaust ourselves to receive from them. And I feel like this sunlight, that the sunshine that's hiding from us that we're overlooking, is that we are worthy of receiving that love, receiving our abundance, receiving our necessities. But even more than that, wouldn't you, if you were the creator of all of the universe and had unlimited resources? It's like you have a whole kitchen full of food and you have a child who's hungry and you're like, here, have a cracker. That's all you really need. And here's a little cup of water. But you're like, wouldn't you want to give them like a wonderful lunch with mac and cheese and peanut butter? Here's some soup, and here's something, delicious, flavored drink that's good for you. And here you go. And hey, there's even dessert. That's the kind of abundance that we are worthy of, not just the little breadcrumbs. We're worthy of so much more. I love that. And then the I am everything affirmation cards. We're going to pull a card from here, and there we go. And just see what else. Oh my gosh, I am safe. So there is this safety, of course, in here. I'm going to read this. I trust my intuition to lead me down the right path. Looking back on my trials, I see that I am still here and thriving. I always end up better, stronger, and wiser. I have proven to myself that I will always make it, time and time again. I am safe. So you have I am safe twice here. And I really love this because we have overcome 100% of our challenges, or we wouldn't be here right now, right? So we've got a great record, a running record of achievement and overcoming those things. So we are safe. And I always say, if you believe in an afterlife and that we go back to a place that we've come from that's of unconditional love, then, when you say that, we're always going to make it through everything. We're always going to be okay, whether we make it through this moment or we don't. we're always going to be fine, right? Because if we don't make it through this moment, we're going to be dead, and we're going to be back on the other side where there's no pain, no suffering, no taxes, a place of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. So we're like, hey, I'm okay with going over there. It's just becoming comfortable with that, knowing that every moment we're either going to be fine, but in either case, we're always going to be okay. And I love that. But we are safe. We have this. We are safe. We're also going to pull from the Sun and Moon Tarot. See what else Creator wants us to know about this. Safety in each and every moment. Okay, I feel like they went to that one there. All right, what else? Okay. I feel like these two as well. Okay, I kind of want to do it weird here. Of course, we're Aquarians. We like weird. Okay. Oh my gosh. They said no, not those. And is there another one here? One last pass. Okay, yeah, that one there. Okay, there's 3 for up here, though. Okay, it's like a jigsaw puzzle of some sort. Okay, but they want to start with this one down here, and we do have the Chariot. And this is so perfect because the Chariot is about our power of choice. And there was something in here that jumped out to me about going down the right path. And we always have our power of choice. No matter what path we go down, it really doesn't matter, because we are the ones through this power of choice. We get to choose what story we apply to any situation, what emotion we want to feel through any situation. And I know when they first told me that, I was like, it sure don't feel like I'm making a choice. It feels like, this thing happens and this is what it means to me. This thing happens and this is how I feel about it. And they're like, yeah, it's understandable. And they just showed me if they slowed down time where it's frame by frame, they could show me the exact moment that I made the decision, and that the reason why it seems like I'm not making a decision is because I've been taught for so long since I was very young that when this thing happens, this is what it's supposed to mean. The popular opinion I was given about what this is supposed to mean. And I was also told that when that thing happens, this is what I'm supposed to feel. And because I was conditioned and I was given that popular opinion when I was young, and it was reinforced over and over and over and over again, it became my habit to think it means this and to feel this way. And then it became my habit so much, it became my reaction that it happened so fast. But they said if I would pause when that situation happens and breathe and breathe and breathe, I would be able to choose differently. I would be able to apply a different story to a situation and feel differently about it. One of the ones that they mentioned a lot that makes sense to me when they were explaining this to me, and I was like, okay, give me an example. I learn a lot better by example. They're like, okay, let's say you lose your job. I'm like, oh my God, you lose your job. Oh my God, that creates fear. And I'm supposed to feel like a failure and be scared that I'm not going to be able to find another job. And and this, that's what it means. And this is how I'm supposed to feel about it. And they're like, okay, now what's a different way you could look at it? And they, showed me that it's like being in a toxic relationship, like a toxic relationship, with your employment, or a toxic relationship with the person too, that when you're in those situations, if you fear that you're not going to find love again or find another job, you'll remain in a toxic situation, even though it's unhealthy for you, right? So if they break up with you or the company terminates you, you're like, thank you. You can be grateful that they ended the relationship when you didn't think you could, because now you're going to move on to find someone who's more in alignment with your path, or a job that's in more alignment with your path. And so they showed that this power of choice can come in, and that's why we are safe, because we get to determine whether we're safe or not, whether we choose fear or if we're choosing unconditional love. That's our power of choice. Every moment, it's very simple. There's two choices. Am I going to fear, or am I going to embrace it and have this trust that everything's unfolding perfectly for me and that I have the power to choose? Let's see what else comes with that. Yep, and then we have the Emperor. And the Emperor, this brings here's that sunshine that's been hidden from us here. The Emperor, exactly, there's this choice. So this is a beautiful combination. Because the Emperor, there's, two sides to an Emperor, to this Emperor card. One of them is that it's a loving Emperor who is very loved by his or her kingdom, by their kingdom, right? And it's because they don't have their own survival and benefit, and it's not all these selfish desires. The loving Emperor wants his kingdom to be successful. He wants all his kingdom to experience that love and that success, and then they're able to really impact the entire world. That's the loving Emperor. But all of us have a little child inside of us, our little human side that's ruled by fight or flight. When it feels unsafe or it feels out of control, it activates and sounds the alarm, and it does things out of its mind. It does whatever it feels it needs to feel safe again and to feel back in control again. But when the human goes into fight or flight mode, when I said we go out of our mind, we literally go out of our minds, because the blood rushes from our brain to go to our muscles, and so that we can fight or flee that fight or flight, right? And so when we act out of our minds, it's not generally a loving way that we're acting. It's very animalistic and very, the loving Emperor transforms into a tyrant. It transforms into a dictator, right? It only cares about its own needs, gaining its control back, taking control from others, right? And so there's these two sides. That's the decision that we make, a loving Emperor or a dictator. And when we feel unsafe, we act like a dictator. But when we feel safe and secure, then that's when we're acting out of love. So I love the safety piece that comes in with all that. And then they want to go here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, and your energy. And this represents new energy coming in for you, new passion coming into your life. And this makes total sense with what's going on here, because when we're choosing to be a dictator, it's exhausting. We're giving away our power. But, when we choose to be a loving Emperor, this is that bright, shining light that ignites within us. We get our energy back. We are not out of control, running in circles instead of, you have a lot of activity. Like if you start here and you take a complete circle and come back to the same point, you waste a lot of energy, but you went nowhere. You would go farther just taking one loving step, right? Than if you are in circles, going in circles. And there's kind of like this message with that with this connection that you have, you can, it's like save power by not investing so much into the fear of failure, the fear of having things happen, but that you have this power that you can just really direct. And they want me to pull this card here. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles is your outside world. It's a lot like your worth based in the outside world, but the Eight of Pentacles is like this energy of being an apprentice for a long time and working under a master, learning the skills, doing the work, really fine-tuning and getting yourself to this point where you are now ready to graduate from apprenticehood into becoming a master. And so all this energy that you've been investing, it's now time for you to take this leap, to take this next step. This safety that we're afraid of, jumping forward and, stepping out, this is what is keeping us from doing that, right? And so this is definitely this nudge telling you, you have this choice, you have the power, you have the heart. So it's time to make that next step. And that totally resonates with me too. And I'm like, oh no, but it's good. It's for our good, right? And so they want to do this one next. Yeah. Because here you are, Aquarius. The star card is the Aquarian. You can see here, they're the water bearer here, pouring out the water. And this is the living waters. You are the star. This is hope. This is the brightness that you are. And, it's the age of Aquarius. We're here to bring this new information, to bring these new ways of doing things, because the old ways are no longer working. And so it's like, you are needed. You are a star. You are not someone, you're not a supporting role. You are a star in this whole beautiful play that's unfolding. So it's needed. You are needed to take this next step into masterhood, and to master whatever it is. It's like being an assistant manager and getting promoted to a manager, or going somewhere where you will, if where you're currently at wouldn't be. It's you are ready for this next step. You are ready. You are ready. You are ready. It's safe to make that next step, because staying where you're at is just stagnancy anymore. You're just going to feel, if you already don't feel like you're wasting your time, wasting your energy, going in circles, just existing, you will if you don't take this next step, because it's like everything you've been through, every step of your life has prepared you for this. So you are ready, Aquarius, you are ready. Yeah. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is emotions, cups. So here's the full moon in Scorpio. You are ready for this next level. You are ready for this step. This is wish fulfillment. The 9s are very much like the Hermit card, which is the number 9 in the major arcana. And it's about finding this emotional fulfillment from within. You have this power. You are the star. You have all this from within. You don't need to look outside of yourself for all of that sustenance, that happiness. It's coming from within you, and you're, with jumping, making this leap. I mean, it's funny, here you are, the star. I almost feel like you're walking on water. It's like a miracles. You're ready for this next step, definitely. And then your final card is the Prince of Pentacles. And this is great. This is the Knight of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. Again, pentacles are the outside world, and this is about movement and action. Just know that a lot of this action and activity that's happening is happening on the inside world, because the Knight of Pentacles has this message of that we change, the world changes from the inside out, not the outside in. So this steps that you're taking and these impact that you're making on the world, a lot of it you don't see right away, because the seeds are planted and people are changing from the inside out. But it takes time for it to reach the outside world. But this is saying that you do have this abundance, you do have this going forward. All of the knights have a quest, because that's what knights do. They have quests. And the the Knight of Pentacles is in search of the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is all about new opportunities, but it also is about your abundance, your definition of yourself, the definition of your worth. So, this is coming into play a little bit with the safety, because you're afraid that if you make the leap, and what if you fail? What does that mean about you and your worth and your definition? But that's why they showed us the Chariot first, that whatever happens, you get to decide what it is. If you decide for a moment that it means you failed, enjoy that feeling, but then take some deep breaths and wake up to the truth that you are a star, and stars don't make mistakes. They just have experiences. And so if you experience something that didn't unfold the way you thought it should, then you're like, okay, well, trusting that everything is unfolding for you and that you are safe, you're like, okay, well, this happened for a reason then. I wasn't supposed to experience that yet or in that way, and being open for it to unfold exactly as it's been designed to unfold. So I am loving this for you, Aquarius. We need all of the Aquarians to be the stars that they are, because this is the age of Aquarius. The world is going to go through this major transformation over these next years, and we need ingenuity, we need newness, we need new ways of doing things, and you are the ones that are bringing it. So you are ready, you are safe. Make the leap. Love this for you. Well, they don't have anything else to add there, so I am going to end the reading there. But if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to this notification bell. And if you go in there and you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out for this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow as well. Because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, and especially if you subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share the videos of that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I'm definitely grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, all my fellow Aquarians, as you go through this amazing week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, though. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.